That song was called Feels Like Summer, and the re-release is coming out the Friday before Memorial Day. So check it out. you to stay. That was Freak Show, the first song on our record. Checkmate.
Ready?
guys are the best. Apartment life. We should call this dorm life. How many of you live in the dorms or used to live in the dorms and you would pass someone and not know a thing about them? They're absolute strangers and you never like cross the line to get to know them at all. But you should know each other because you like live together. You should know each other really well, right? So that's what this song's called, Apartment Life. Same idea. find that you want more. History won't matter who makes the move. We'll build stories, love will fill the room. Reach me, lead me, teach me, please me. I've been thinking we gotta get out of our way. All right, we're gonna finish it up with the last song. It's called Invisible. It's kind of dedicated to all the women in the room. And I just want to tell you, you will never become invisible, despite what society tells you.
Challenge accepted.
You good, Rod? No, we're just gonna stare at you. That's as awkward as we can.
I know. Okay, go.
Suddenly, I knew the rumor was true. I'd be invisible, you're almost faded news. On my birthday, your head no longer turned. Feeling power that's Thank you, WVUD.
Hello, YouTube. My name is Zach Wiseman. This is WVUD Live Lounge. I'm here with Trainwreck Boyfriend. We got a record 6 people. Don't fact check me on that. Welcome. Great to have you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. You had a phenomenal set, at least one of the best ones I've ever heard. Maybe the best one I've ever heard. Okay. Yes. I haven't heard a lot of music. How about we go around, can you introduce yourselves, say your name, what instrument you play, and what your age is, and feel free to lie.
I don't think we're going to answer that part.
All right. What are your names? What instruments do you play?
I guess I'll start. My name's Charlie. I play bass, and I guess I'm the baby of the band is all I'll say age-wise. Yeah.
I'm France. I play the drums, and I've been carbon dated to about 4,000 years old.
Mm-hmm.
My name's Greta. I'm the vocalist, and I also play keyboards, and that's all I'm going to say.
Beep boop bop.
I'm Kristen. I play guitar and co-vocals, and I am perpetually a 12-year-old boy.
Love that.
I got it. My name is Daz. I play guitar and some backup vocals.
Wow.
I'm Billy, and I play guitar.
Hello, Billy. Mr. Guitar Player Billy. So, the world wants to know, why are you called Trainwreck Boyfriend? How'd you get the name?
It's based on my love life.
So how it really happened was we had a mutual friend, and every time we would see this friend, he would talk about this horrific date, this bad experience. These girls are all crazy. They're nuts. They're, and after week after week, finally we said to him, what is the common variable in this equation? And and we kind of said, wait a second, you might be the Trainwreck Boyfriend. So it was just kind of like a matter of maybe, he needs to have some self-reflection. And then, of course, I think you said, oh, that'd be a great band name. And it stuck. And, of course, then once we thought, well, this could be a really cool name, then, of course, you Google it. Has it been used before, right? It had not. So another awesome piece of it. And then it just kind of came to be.
Wow. And how did the band start? How'd you all meet?
So it was really back in 2023, and a few of us here, we loved the band called The Best. And they had a couple shows in Philadelphia, and we called a few of the shows, and we kept bumping into each other, and we said we want to do that. And so fuzzy guitars, harmonies, and a rockin' sound, and that's kind of what got us going.
And a female fronted.
And female fronted,
band.
obviously, too.
Mm-hmm.
Originally it was a smaller band, and then we added 2 more on, Kristen and Charlie, a little more recently, to kind of fill out the whole roster.
Did you know each other before the band, or was this like a...
For these two, no. We basically kind of found them
In a dumpster.
We kind of found them through, online, and just kind of trying to... It's not always easy to find people who you gel with, who like the same kind of music you like, and want to really invest a lot of their time in a project like this, because we're not just casually having let's just get together and have a practice. We're really on a mission to do something with this project, and everyone was like, let's do it. So we found the right people, which was really exciting.
And you sound great, so you should become a band. How would you describe your music, genre-wise? Do you have any inspiration, or are you kind of doing your own thing? How would you describe that?
So, back to the band I mentioned, obviously we really like the Beths, and I think that would be one of our influences.
Are you familiar with the Beths at all?
Yes.
Okay.
You are? Yes.
It's a band out of New Zealand, and it's strong guitars, kind of a 90s feel, and we love that kind of music. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah, and I think going back to some of the other bands, if you go back, I think we're really influenced by bands like the Pixies, Veruca Salt from the 90s, The Cure. That's a lot of kind of our inspiration, the Breeders. And if you look out there today, bands like Mama, we really enjoy them, and that's kind of our deep sea diver rocket. There's a lot of great bands out there now that are female fronted that do
Rat
a lot of great
Boys.
things. Rat
And
Boys,
yeah.
yeah. So.
I think
Wet
it's
Leg.
there's
Yeah.
not a lot of female-led bands. I think it's
Mhm.
absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Really getting the feminist voice out there. Slay, we all love that.
Mm.
I like to consider us male-backed.
Can you repeat that?
I like to consider us male-backed.
Well, I have to ask. So you're from Philly, right?
Yep.
How would you describe the Philly music scene?
You
Be
guys can go. I mean,
honest.
first of all, I want to say it's a fabulous scene, and there is some really great bands that are out there now. Gladdy is a great band that's up there right now.
Remember Sports is out
Mhm.
there. They're touring right now. And I mean, I know when we were written up for Magnet Magazine, we kind of got a nice exclusive when the record came out. They described the scene. It's kind of like a smaller version of what's happening in Brooklyn right now.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I didn't even really know that. Like, it was interesting that they said it's a smaller version of what's happening in Brooklyn right now. However, it's in a more affordable city where like real people can actually live.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was really interesting that there were some parallels there.
Mm-hmm. And so, do you just play shows in the Philly area? Do you like go around Philadelphia, go around Pennsylvania and other states?
Yeah, so we're tri-stating, I would
Mhm.
say. Yeah.
I'm
You
from
don't wanna-
Massachusetts. What's the tri-state area?
Oh, we're in Massachusetts.
Needham, Massachusetts.
Really?
Yeah.
I went to UMass.
Ooh, UMass
Yeah.
Amherst?
Yeah. Anyway, so we play a lot of Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've played Silk City, or we're playing Silk City next month.
Mm-hmm.
We've played Kung Fu Necktie, and we play around the city, but we are branching out into Baltimore. We have a show coming up in New York City in the Delancey.
Wow.
That's in June.
We're
You heard
playing
that-
Lancaster.
You heard it here, folks. That.
I will. I don't have the calendar burned into my brain. Billy's much better at that.
On a lot. We have at the end of the month we have some things. There are some times in May where we have 3 gigs in one weekend. A gig
lot of
on a
gigs.
Friday, and they're good ones, and then 2 on that Saturday. So like we have a lot going on. Which
Yeah,
is
a lot
really
of
exciting.
summer festival stuff coming
Mhm.
up. So that's fun.
So if anyone has the extra Adderall, we can use. Oh, go ahead now.
That'll help clear up the cloud.
When performing in front of a large group of people, because you've performed in front of a small group of people, when performing in a large group of people, is that like, is that where you thrive? Do you thrive in front of an audience, or are you just like lost in the music?
Charlie, why don't you take this one?
I would say personally, yeah, that's definitely where I kind of thrive. You get into that kind of almost just like a groove. You're up there, you're with your friends, you're all collaborating on something, and hopefully it sounds good. You know, that's nice when it sounds good. But either way, it's always a really fun time just being able to be creative and kind of bond with the people in the band, and also, you know, and maybe entertain some folks, get some new fans, anything like that. Yeah.
I just think it's fun to do something. I love being on a team, and this is like a team, you know, a team of 6, and I love the process. Okay, taking all the stuff, getting there, setting up, you know, doing our show, and then like it's kind of like if you're in college and you go out on a Friday night, and the next day you just debrief. I don't know. Maybe it's like all about a debrief.
Mhm.
That's what I love. I love the text chain. I love debriefing. What went right? What went wrong? You know, just building each other up, and then video footage, and just like I love that. Just from beginning to the very end debrief. It's just so enjoyable for me.
Yeah, I mean, because 6 people, a lot of moving parts within a band. How would you say that you manage such an objectively large group of people for music and stuff?
How about you, Des? How do we manage all this?
You can say we don't. You can say we don't. It's fine.
Well, let me take this one. Wow, managing 6 people. It's tough. I mean, there's a lot of personalities in the band.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the advantage of having 3 of us, you know, who've been playing together for a little longer than the new folks who are kind of rolling with the punches and bringing this fresh air of ideas for us. So I think we're blessed with having a group of people who I think share the same vision, at least for music, and we don't really have that kind of drama where there's a lot of headbutting, so there's a lot of patience.
You're not
There's
Oasis. You're not like Liam
No,
and Noel Gallagher.
It's this way or the highway kind of.
Exactly.
None
I'll
of that
definitely
going on.
take being Oasis though. Like if
Okay.
it,
They're a pretty good band, I've heard, allegedly.
I mean, it's been a while. I think we just work well together.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, I can tell because you played a great set today, but what's the most Trainwrecky thing that's ever happened to Trainwreck Boyfriend? Or is it smooth sailing?
me entering the band.
Yeah.
Me not being able to go to a gig or something.
I mean, we haven't forgotten any equipment or anything. There's nothing chaotic, but I don't
I had
know.
an amp every once in a while.
Yeah, his amp kicks off once in a while, so
We haven't
you'll
had
see him
his-
kick it on stage.
No real tragedies, though, I would
Let's
say.
knock
Yeah,
on wood.
yeah.
Knock on
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Thanks, Zach.
Yes, exactly. We do have to ask this question because it's a classic WVUD question. What's your Subway order? Completely unrelated to music. Unless you...
As in the sandwich?
Yes. Or the train, if you want.
So as in like the chain restaurant?
As in the
Subway?
chain restaurant Subway.
Look, I'm a meatball sub, footlong,
Oh, yeah.
Italian bread. So
I haven't eaten Subway. in-
Tuna, American cheese, nice and simple. I know it's not tuna, but it doesn't matter. It tastes good. I don't know.
No one knows what it is.
It tastes like tuna.
I think the Italian one with all the meats and the cheeses.
Yeah, anything with salami, I'm going with that.
Exactly.
Turkey, bacon, all the bad
The
stuff.
cookie's pretty good there.
Yes.
Extra pickle.
Did they
Ooh.
have like a pizza? Like don't they want tomato sauce?
Subway pizza?
Not a pizza, but a tomato
Mom,
sauce
I'm
and
hungry.
cheese.
Can we get a pizza from Subway? I don't think anyone's ever said that.
Is there like actually a Subway order? Can you, the like names to it?
Yeah, like a Wawa order.
Yeah,
So what do you get? Wawa.
like an Italian. I didn't know if that had like cool names or something, and we were missing out on the joke.
I'll have
No.
a blue hand. And
Yeah.
and it's something,
Yeah, yeah.
you know. Or the,
No.
I have the Flacco.
Honestly, I don't eat at Subway at all.
All right. Well, we're gonna.
Is that bad?
Yeah, they
People
sponsor.
off screen are trying to make me read lips, but unfortunately, I never really learned how. So I'm just gonna take that as we should probably start wrapping it up soon because you guys were absolutely incredible. One of the best bands. Oh, I also should ask you about your future. Before we go,
Well, we're going to Subway for sure.
after you go to Subway, please tell the
All right.
whole world.
Yeah.
So we have so much exciting stuff coming up besides in addition to some good gigs coming. But one thing that we did recently, and I think the first song we opened with was called Feels Like Summer. And that's on the record that came out in January. But what we did more recently is we, first of all, Kristen wasn't on that recording because she came later. But now she sings the key line of Feels Like Summer.
Mhm.
So we went back into the studio and we got Kristen's vocals on there. So we have a new mix. We're calling it the Sun Chaser mix, just to give it a name. And so I just uploaded that to it's called a DSP. It's called Symphonic. I uploaded that and it's being pushed out to Spotify for the release date to be the Friday before Memorial Day weekend. So we're going to just kind of push, because in January, you're not ready for a Feels Like Summer song, you know?
Exactly,
And
yeah.
this winter has been rough, right?
Yes.
And I do think people are just, I don't know if you guys are feeling it. We are ready for some, and we've had some teasing days this week.
Mhm.
Today, not, today not so much. But so we're hoping, because people are just ready for a really good summer, maybe the song will kind of pick up a little bit and we can try another push. Who knows? By that time, you'll be out of school. But the radio station still is existing, right, and playing. But then after that, we already have studio time for the next record, and we have songs ready. Des is in the military, and he's going to be deployed in the fall, so we're trying to kind of get some things like locked in before he leaves, and then when he gets back, we can. I mean, we're not going to stop playing because there's 6 of us. We have depth, so we're not going to stop playing. But it's kind of encouraged us to get this next record done, which we were going to do anyway. But now we're going to start. Lord laying down drums on May 4th, and then June and July going to get the record done. So that'll be our sophomore record, and we're going to do it all over again, you know, because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like we opened the door just a little bit, and we're hoping that with the next record we can, you know, break out a little bit more.
And what platforms are you guys on?
Everything.
Everything. Wow, you heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, you can stream on all streaming evil devices. You can buy our album on trainwreckboyfriend.com, CD and album.
I think we're playing in stores and Subway stores as well.
Oh yeah, I heard us in Target the other day, and I was like, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah.
And we social medias, obviously. Follow us, like us, follow us, share. And, yeah, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
All right. Thank you guys so much for coming. You were great, as I've said 16,000 times. I'm improvising this. This is a Trainwreck interview for a lovely Trainwreck Boyfriend band. I've been Zach Wiseman. This is WVUD Live Lounge on April 2nd. Good night.
Yay! Thank you, Zach. Awesome.
Very stressful for me.
You did good.
That was great.